Welcome, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have what could be a pretty interesting match, but you can't always count players like that out. Headshot Dokugan. Monty, definitely a wild card factor to him. Against a team, Flaccid Trips, who look to be pretty solid, perhaps a contender for the championship this season. With, of course, JL, and I'm joined by my co-commentator, El Fitzo.
Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for being here.
That's the way to intro. No, my pleasure, my pleasure. Look, I think $1.04 really here, the Flaccid Trips, but that's how it goes sometimes, and $1.04 has lost before, so hopefully the Cap 22 / Straight Line Squad, whatever is the PC way to speak about them nowadays. Hopefully they can pull through and pull together a really good game. But I mean, you look at the other team: JL, Vinsanity, me here, there. Two insane defenders. ITAG stepping up from minors. He's been waiting for his chance for a long time. I don't see any weaknesses or many weaknesses on that team at all. No. So it should be a cracking game.
Hopefully they can make it a spectacle of some kind. But I'm expecting a very clean sweep from the Straight Line Squad.
It's like a Jeremy Season 8-esque spectacle, if you will. The worst cap differential of all time, or whatever it was. No. We won't be that rude.
Goodness gracious.
It was a back to group call from Monty, but it's a never mind. So we're off. Here we go.
Take the lead, please.
As you will. First rounds, headshot. Headshot playing O. It's an interesting call. I thought he was much better on D. Obviously won a championship on D last season, but flipping over to O this. Let's see how Vin and me here there can stack up against him. It does look a bit like I've heard the phrase miners exhibition going around recently. Whether or not that should be a public phrase, I'm not entirely sure, but it is now. ITAG and JL combining well with the use of that bomb. Jay now just going to hold patience as you do on Jardim. Very, very good stuff here. Me here there has the use of the bomb. They get a nice little Flaccid all on Monty, who does well to shut it down. And first round of pups coming up, so that'll be a bit of a reset.
TPM regulars from the last few weeks will know what I think of Monty. He's very much a highlights player in my mind. He goes for a lot of cool boosts and that sort of thing, but he sometimes can't be relied on to just, lay a simple block where he needs to. But hopefully he has a mentality shift in OLTP and can be a solid force for his team. Started well.
Yeah, he has. He got the shutdown early on, which would have saved, I think, a certain cap, really, with JL coming in and only one to block. You'd expect JL to take those odds every time as he helps ITAG with a grab out here. Not enough legs on the man.
It's looking like Straight Line Squad defense already is struggling to reliably shut down the way ITAG and Jay are finding grabs using the two boosts in tandem.
And ITAG could have kept pressure on there with a grab. Wouldn't have been super likely, but he's never going to be able to win this fight. For Pup. What he has done, though, is drawn the defenders away, which gives JL a free grab down through the red. Is Monty going to catch up enough? He might, but the tag pro from ITAG, if the defense can keep it in base, will lead to the first cap of the game. Well done to Flaccid Trips.
Just out macroed there. ITAG managed to draw the defenders off the flag. Jay gets a grab. Suddenly they're headless chickens trying to keep the flag in and get the power up. It's rare you see that boost off that flat wall. So well executed. JJ's found himself a handoff here. Good block from headshot. He could be out too through red, but ITAG's out himself.
I was just about to compliment the patience there from ITAG to loop back around. Instead, he runs straight through blue a little too quick, and defense was ready for him. Could be a double here as the use of that bomb. Me here, there, and JL on OD. JL.
Just reading it to perfection.
Huge. The width of a 18-wheeler, if you will.
Here's where Monty might be able to shine. Just in these impossible-looking moments. No, ITAG does well to shut him down. And sets his team up for that rolling bomb.
Yeah, nice work. It's interesting. You've got two players, really. I would say Dokugan is very similar in that he's a highlights player. Never the most consistent, but sometimes the best player on the entire server. It's interesting to have both of them on the same team.
I feel like, I played with him last season. Maybe it was me forcing him into it, but he kind of became a very reliable player when I was with him. So maybe his identity's changed a bit from yesteryear.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
'Cause, reliability is not a word. Not in the top 10,000 I would use to describe Dokugan. A nice bomb there. Mihi there. Getting the shutdown. Vin
the
as well.
grabs.
JL with some moves.
Wow.
And he actually had the under there on Monty. And he gave it to him. But Monty was maybe outthought him there. Realised that Jay was going to go for the sexier Duke. And nothing doing in the end. Good shutdown. Keeps
Is there any other kind with JL?
He's a permanently
It's
sexy.
all sexy. Oh, what a boost from iTech.
Shared tag pros here. You'd expect JL and iTag can get out quickly, so Monty and Headshot have a timer on theirs. Monty smartly just gets the grab and gets out.
Good decision,
he can
because now
stay
he's
alive.
safe as can be.
Safe
Over
as
there.
houses, as they say,
Safe as
until
houses.
he starts to make a decision.
But he's bought enough
And-
time.
Or has he? Or has he?
Oh,
iTag.
Dokugan, what are you doing? Easily gets his way around Dokugan.
Old reliable. Old
Yeah,
reliable.
old reliable, as they say. Something about houses.
Oh, JJo shutting him down there. Well done against the block. Solid OD from JJo. He's made the step up quite well after his debut in majors last season. One game that was. of course.
Yes, he played for the great Flaccid Trips against Boom's Breakfast Club. Or Pinksman, was it? Can't
One of
remember.
the two.
Same. It was Boom and Pink on the same team. And did very well. I had a great time playing
Yeah.
D with him.
Must be said, he was impressive in that game.
And honestly, he's looking very good here as well. I can't really fault him for any mistakes thus far.
Bit of a trial by fire with the team lineup he's got at the moment. Unfortunately
Yes.
for him, it's not really going to be the easiest way to stage yourself in majors. Vin with that juke juice able to shut down the escaping Headshot, and JJo now on the flag. What moves has he got? We've just been talking him up. Oh, that doesn't get any better, fellas. iTag's out there.
I like the line he took, but maybe the execution was just wayward. And speaking of execution being wayward, Dokugan boosts Monty off a solid contain. iTag's past 3. Can he find the cap? No, Dokugan's there in time. He had to let iTag out so he could make that cool play.
That's it, and it worked for him.
Oh, headshot. Elite grab. He's
iTag
past
did get in the
4 now.
way there, but won't be punished. Headshot was out regardless, and no immediate re-grab, which means Monty's going to have a little bit of pressure on him. And a nice little sack there from JJo. Yet again, the highlight play.
Oh,
Jay and his timers.
that is ridiculous. Was that Monty that he stole the rolling bomb off?
Yes.
God. Disgusting stuff.
What moves does he have here?
Whoa!
Yeah, you saw it. You lined it up. We all thought it was coming. iTag with a lovely line. I do enjoy this one, but defense needs to be ready for it. It's got to be some sort of call. Monty now out and ahead of 3. JL, is he still 18-wheeler size? No,
Not
Monty
today.
creeps in. Vin out though. It's all going to be for naught here.
For me, that play is all JJ. He played super solid anti on Jay and then kept him blocked all the way through red. That was superb. And then he got ahead, of course, for to prevent the cap follow-up.
Absolutely.
Awesome
JJo,
play from him.
Best player on the team, perhaps.
It looks
That's
like
right.
it right now at this moment. It's a
Not
great grab.
position.
Headshot could be out here.
Oh,
Yep, I like the line.
and the pup,
Nah.
and the pup on the left. Do they get
Ugly,
this?
ugly.
No.
Yes, I'm seeing, one or two good plays, but they're unable to chain them together enough to make anything of it this moment. But, scores are close.
Oh, iTag.
Wayward grab there from Monty.
A little too patient.
Good use of the bomb. Splits the TP.
Well done to equalise the position there. Dokugan's going to be out. They should have a little bit of a re-grab if they can shut down Jay. No easy feat. Kiss would have been great.
Yeah, just purely based on who else is
who's
holding
carrying
the flag.
Not positional at all.
No.
Would have been a terrible positional grab. JJo there, unfortunately, just no patience. Really should have allowed Monty to force the flag carrier around. Instead, he boosts onto the spike and puts his team under pressure again. First big mistake from JJo. There's a mistake from Dokugan.
JJo again!
Oh,
My God! He's been a hero this game.
he's going big.
Definitely, I can guarantee FT would not be expecting this guy to stand up. Look at him! He's dodged around iTag. Could get a grab here and an out, potentially. Just Vin to beat. Okay. Might be hoping a bit much there. And Jay's going to have a clean grab. Monty, great positioning. Cuts off that boost around.
Good communication there as well, obviously, from the team to make Monty aware. And I think they would have bit your hand off if they told them at halftime they'd be 2-4 before the game started.
No, quite right. Still a minute left. You see often these kind of teams, start off really strong and then get blown out in the last couple of minutes by 10 caps. But showing no signs. We've got solid OD here from Monty and Headshot. I never thought I'd say that. Yeah.
You're a different man on stream compared to TPM, mate.
That's not true. Probably, if anything, I'm more toxic. Jay's just going to hold this boost and wait for the bomb to get shot down before he makes an offensive move. Very smart. So, yeah,
wisely.
Completely prevented a cap there, JL. So, if you want to know how to carry a team, that's how.
And pretty good OD set up here. They've got a 3-point. Monty going to look to change the angle nicely.
I like the idea.
Ready for it.
Can't get around JJ.
He does not get beaten in those.
Never. Not even once.
Show some respect.
Okay, I take and Jay lining up here. 3 on D. Oh, I take just misses that boost. But now Headshot's got a chance.
If there's any out, it's going to need to be quick. Headshot
It's
does get the use of that boost. But couldn't get a grab. That'll probably mean the end.
Kept flag for Headshot. Congratulations. Why is JJ a 9 out of 10 player? Dude, I don't know. It's incredible. He's honestly doing the best on his team, no doubt. Monty Dokugan Headshot, props to them. They've had solid halves, but JJ made a lot of plays on his own. And if Stevie Baby's watching, then he will be silenced, I'm sure.
Is Stevie Baby allowed to watch?
Is he allowed to view the stream?
Has that been determined as legal in the Tag Pro world?
You're not allowed to think about Season 15. Oh yeah, Shoebox did bring up JJ was on a new monitor this season. He's got 144 FPS. So perhaps that's the difference maker. Did you grab the score then? I forgot. 2-4 was it?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
Don't ask any more questions. JL was on top of the leaderboard.
Very sorry.
It's all good.
Okay, just going to set up the group.
Anyone brave enough to bet on a Cat 22's taking any points from this
SLS, please. Cap 22s are definitely not getting any points.
SLS,
they don't exist.
Not wrong. In our hearts, they do.
Definitely not in my heart.
Yeah.
I'll speak for myself.
Surely.
Yeah, I wonder how this game would have gone if Rain was here, actually. He's a solid player, I know. Well, not solid, but he's
his
dynamic.
Replacement is Monty, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Monty's their 5th ball.
Yeah, I don't know. To be honest, I think it would have been a similar result. Monty hasn't been too poor thus far. It's nothing that...
No, he's been solid. I said at the start of the match, he's known for some wayward boosts and shoddy plays at times, but he's been very good this half. I feel like the J that you see in TPM sometimes hasn't really come out. They've done well to neutralize him and stop him being such a carry that has a presence all over the map.
Yeah, I mean, Flaccid Trips look like the better team. Don't get me wrong, but there hasn't looked like there's anything lacking from the straight line squad in terms of the players. There's a player missing. It's not very obvious that it's a team that's missing their ex-captain and ex-best player. If you took JL out of the Flaccid Trips, I'm sure that team looks significantly different. But taking Rain out of the now straight line squad, I mean, they still look like a majors team to me so far.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is a majors team.
Yeah, one of everyone's top 2, by far in terms of the rankings and that sort of stuff in the Flaccid Trips. At the very least, top 2 you would expect. That's where everyone's putting him. But straight line squad don't look out of place. Headshot getting an early grab. Boost line just wasn't quite there. Monty not able to get the re-grab off of Vin. So second round of bombs. First round for the offenders here coming up. See what they can do with it. iTag and Jay looked a little bit better with the use of the bombs. Flaccid Trips in general did actually. I think they got a cap off that first bomb defensively even. Headshot though, using this one better. JL going for a bit of a risky grab with flag carry coming
Oh,
in. And
JJ and Doku just can't find the return there.
yeah, not
Where
the
they
correct
really
decision
should
from
have.
Jay, but mechanically, he's just stellar.
Yeah,
able
he's
to
able
get
to
out.
get himself out of those situations. Pups are coming up here. This is a big moment. Oh, JJ
Oh,
forces
huge.
himself through. Gaming, JL puts in the chat.
Gaming
A mark
call.
of respect for our his fellow Jay. Very impressive stuff, must be said.
And they're going to need to be careful here. iTag's got himself behind the flag in order to ensure that he got a safe grab. Not sure I agree with that. But JL on the re-grab and will sneak in there. Doku wasn't able to get there in time. Oh! Headshot!
Oh, wow.
Settle down, mate.
And he's still holding. Just Jay to beat. Easy stuff.
This
Come
could
on.
be. This,
Yep.
this should be a cap.
Go in, go
This
in.
should absolutely have been a cap.
Ah.
Oh, now they've got good OD.
Really
The
close.
blocks were there. The blocks were there.
Yeah,
and
once
headshot
again.
spawn is not quick enough. Needed a 2.5 seconds, mate.
And JJ's spiked himself on the left side, meaning there's no OD to delay for headshot. So it's an easy walk in.
And what did you say in that first half, mate? It normally goes the team that's struggling, the team with the lesser players, perhaps, always suffer a little bit early on, or put up a fight rather early on, and then suffer in the second half. In the last 10 minutes, it's a bit of a runaway. So
And,
two early caps in the first couple of minutes.
We talked about Jay kind of being kept down early on, but he's already got 2 caps and we're only 2 minutes in. So it's looking scary for the straight line squad.
Yeah, and here comes a third from Jay, by the way.
You calling it now?
There's no harm.
I might have to agree with you here. Finds himself a quote-unquote split on headshot, and Doku easily gets past headshot.
Oh, mate.
And he's on flag tile. Oh, JJ, what a hold! And he's through. Pass 3. Monty boost blocks. Shouldn't have done that. Just get a block.
This is the dangerous situation, I think, for the Flaccid troops. When Jay is not there on OD, do the other 3 players on his team, are they going to be able to coordinate what they're doing? For the moment, they look fine. Headshot. It's a shame that's not
Great
a
grab timing, but Jay's positioning means he can just grab that Duke and get ahead. Well done to delay from Vin and me here on OD.
Yeah. Unfortunately, their headshot really should have just, instead of just coming into base and trying to rush it, probably should have just waited for Pups, because now they've lost both Duke juices, and it's almost cost them a cap if it weren't for JJo's JL imitation there on OD.
Imitation.
I was looking for the right word.
Doing their best impression.
There you go, that's the one.
Gotcha.
The I am was right. So it's a real Wordle.
Yeah. 10-letter Wordle. When's that coming out? Oh.
And there is, for anyone interested, after iTag screws this up, there is a unlimited Wordle. I think it's called Wordle, literally called Wordle Unlimited. Not Wheeldle. Wordle Unlimited, where you can select the length up to 11 letters. So if anyone would like an invitation, that's 11 letters, by the way, to Wordle Unlimited, just let us know.
Just apologizing for my co-commentator for being so mean to iTag. Trying his best.
Chances here. JJ
nicely
with the
done.
Tag Pro. Dokugun with probably wishing he had someone else on the Tag Pro there. That was a terrible lead, but does get out nonetheless. And Vin and Jay able to buy enough time. Jay should die here, but the anti from iTag was solid enough.
That one really could have gone either way. Vin kind of got lucky with the boost to rebound into the blocker.
Oh.
Kiss, very good. That's going to be a reset. Headshot, yeah. I lied to you. It's not a reset. Jay gets a nice grab.
Yep, and the split is on there.
J-Joe!
Too speedy
My
around
boy.
the back there. He's got to go blue. He's got to go blue, and it's not coming there. Unfortunately, thought he could get through the red.
Oh, classic Monty grab, but it does get rewarded. A 6 split on me here in Vin.
It's almost frustrating they get rewarded, isn't it? Sometimes.
It is a bit. Just a little.
People would learn if they didn't get rewarded.
Probably would do well to kiss here, Monty,
Yeah,
but
it would have been a
he's
good
running
decision.
the
There
time
was
now.
no immediate anti. Vin's Tag Pro now, 10 seconds late.
Kind of a sitting duck on the Tag Pro. So, yeah, the kiss worked out in the end. Sorry, I missed the bomb, Reggie. Apparently there was a cool bomb.
Well done to stem the flow there from Straight Line Squad.
Yeah, 2-0 on Pups, and they conceded absolutely nothing. Very respectable.
JL. Oh, Doku.
Once
immense.
again, he's got to let him out so he can make the sick play. So yeah, as I said before, they're struggling to deal with those combo boosts and boost straight on and that sort of thing. And yeah, there you go. A couple of wayward grabs and the less experienced team crumbles a little more.
Yeah, just losing focus there. That's probably a situation where having someone like Rain, a bit of a leader, and here again, to understand all that sort of stuff. Headshot, obviously only recently a Majors player. Yeah, you need someone to be able to take control and ensure that doesn't happen to terrible grabs, and it's led to a couple more chances.
Dokugan is past 3. If Monty's going for a boost block, obviously, why wouldn't he? Dokugan does very well to hold the flag there, preventing a cap for his team.
Oof.
I feel like I've said that a lot. These guys have made hero play after hero play, but the score is still 8-2. They need to get some kind of offensive threat going. Because it's
grabs like that from Headshot that are requiring these hero plays. Hero plays are not something that should be required.
Yeah.
Much more ideal if that's never happening.
You're bailing out your team when you make a hero play. By definition.
And, Monty playing real PUBG there against iTag and Vin. Didn't work out. Vin now is out.
Monty,
ahead of 2. Monty PUBG. And should get both pups here. No, the spike.
I'm going to call that intentional.
That's a gaming moment there. iTag once again setting up behind the flag. It's worked out great. I'm hoping they practice that because that's incredible.
Do you reckon they've set up with an RB like that before? That was awesome.
It was brilliant.
I've never thought of that.
If that's a consistent thing that you can do, then absolutely give that a crack.
I'm going to remember that.
I don't like iTag setting up behind every time. I'd prefer if you set up to the side or something.
JJ and Doku getting a little sloppy there. And iTag takes his opportunity as it comes. 9-2.
And, great. Someone
hero play
at the wheel there.
JJ.
And they're just going to come right back down the same angle. No defense, though, for JL. I think he'll tell you that that's the case the entire season. But iTag gets the return here. And JL still on the team top. What is this? What is that?
Easy.
What are you doing?
Easy as you like. I sense a bit of desperation with the scoreline growing bigger and bigger, but that's only going to...
Oh, Vin. Wrong way.
Aggravate that issue. I'll let him out to get the play.
Now you've only got JL rather on Juke Juice on flag. So good luck with that.
We'll talk about Bench Fest when it's on. Richie being mean in the chat, who would have thought?
Gaslight.
Jay.
JL coming in. Oh.
Something similar to that happened in scrims. Always feels like a blessing when you... Oh no, Mihi's spiked himself. JJ gonna boost it in easily. And yeah, it's a wayward grab from iTag. JL left on OD, very unhappy, 1v2. And I was talking to him earlier in the week and he said his team was playing frustratingly bad OD around him. So if you can beat that into him over the season, then these guys could be a big force. I know my OD improved dramatically over the weeks that I played with Jay.
You need to want to learn.
True.
Good moves there from Monty, but no one's home there. He there strolls in for his 12th. Dokugan
knock.
pleading his innocence in the chat. I'm so sorry, he reckons.
Great grab. Maybe he doesn't have a mic or something. Check on that, actually.
He's got the old Doku phone situation, didn't he? JL with some lovely moves, by the way, in and around the blue section. Uses the bomb to clear some space and almost didn't quite have the bounce right to get back onto the flag. Monty and JJ still able to deal with him. And somehow, some way, JL's gotten ahead of 3. JJ being blocked out by Vinsanity, but the cavalry's here.
Fantastic delay from JJ once again.
JJ, unironically, player of the game for the straight line squad. That is twice that he's topped the team now. Playing with some real quality is JJ, but unfortunately the 4 best players are on the other team for him. So it's a real struggle.
There's that TPM JL carry coming out. 6 caps for him in the half, just a lazy 6, 2.5 minutes off. Triple double,
yeah,
no
plus,
worries.
plus 3 in the first, I believe. So that's 9 caps out of 12 for him total. Very, very, very impressive, as expected.
Just another Sunday for Jay.
What's the next map, Munby?
Next map is, if you believe it, my map.
Tell me
It's
all about it.
it's called bench press, and it's a. 1 second, just gonna switch to commentating desk. It's a pretty offensive affair, but there are opportunities and paths for the defenders to get ahead. So, I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty good. See what the players think of it. You know, it was. How do I? My scoreboard's screwing up.
Well, look, it's lovely to have an Australian-made map yet again in the in OLTP. It seems high quality in TPM. Bit of nepotism as well. You being one of the commissioners and having one of your own maps being placed in the final draft
Oh
of
yeah.
all the maps. That's wonderful, really. That's good to see. Everyone loves a bit of nepotism. So carry on. You do you, mate.
Okay. Map
We're
2.
looking at spreadsheets, by the way.
Yes, yes. Working it
Thank you.
out. Sorry,
Now,
my
look,
scoreboard wasn't updating.
straight line squad probably be relatively happy with the first half. Second half, things certainly started to fall apart, and as we mentioned in the game, a little bit of desperation creeping in. Some very poor decisions being made, and it cost them. And maybe it's a matter of them, thinking that they need to do something in order to bring the game back, and rather than just playing safe and containing and doing things, the smarter way. So hopefully with a bit of a reset, it's a new map, starts 0-0. First game's done, put that out of your minds. Hopefully they've got some sort of preparation, some sort of strats ready for this map, and hopefully we'll see them do their best and put up a fight like they did in the first half of Charter.
It pretty much went as I said. They started out very solid, had some fantastic plays, but ultimately they just couldn't maintain it long enough to stay competitive. So props to them. Impressive display. Hopefully they've been able to mentally reset and are ready for a performance here. Come on, scoreboard, don't do this to me. Hey, we're in.
Just zoom out a tad, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of numpty happening early on as both offenders wait for the bombs to respawn. I presume seems to be the way to go.
Yeah,
Both now have
there's a
position.
few plays available with the combo boosts and the back of base boost, but yeah, the bombs are going to be the primary grabbing method for both teams, and they do manage to find it out with the Flaccid trips. JL finds a boost block on Dokugan across the map, means iTag is able to work his way around, building up some hold time here. And an opportunity to come in, can't quite find it as Headshot gets himself a solid grab.
An early setup from Vin on that pup means that Headshot's able to get out and equalise the position, but the pup advantage does go. And JL just missed his regrab here, but he does have the RB on flag, which should be very nice, very dangerous from him. 10 more seconds on it, but Dokugan's ahead of all. Would like to see, by the way, when we do get a reset, if we get a reset, iTag and JL certainly had some sort of strategy in terms of the bomb. iTag was sitting in one of the corners on the steps, whereas Monty and Headshot were just sort of pubbing it and both waiting for it, sitting in the exact same position and hope for a bit of chaos. So interesting to see the difference in strategies between the two, as we see Joe now needs to play it safe and play it smart. One of his offenders died on the spikes. He was still going quite heavy on the chase.
Such
Perhaps a
fantastic
lack of
blocks from me
communication,
here
but
again.
yeah, well done from the defense and from Jay to bait Joe in. Monty boosting backwards, as you do.
A great offender is built on good defenders. And there you go again. iTag, sick boost around, but it's the setup from me here in Vin that makes it possible. Though shutting down Dokugan, they seem to be having some trouble. But he does eventually get tagged by Vin, who finds himself on regrab. And it's
Joe.
lead for lead here.
Here we go. Who do you have? Do you have iTag and JL, or do you have Joe and Headshot? I mean, tough picks.
I've got iTag and JL. I'll be quite
Going
frank.
back to the odds discussion, definitely $1.90 for both of these blokes here.
I don't know if you've been following, but JJ with the tag bro has found himself on regrab somehow.
He did get a tag as well.
But neither player did drop there, so.
Headshot a little bit blind there, just one tile away from the boost entirely. Not even close, really. But double reset, interesting. We'll see. Obviously, Pup's coming up in about 15. We'll see if iTag and Jay have the timer on this bomb. Monty, meanwhile, out ahead of 2, but defense is well positioned And they've also committed away from the flag, so JL's now able to get out with a bit of help from Headshot. Wrong color, but Headshot did help him get out pretty well. Into a return in the end. Dokugan. What's a good thing he's got that pup. Me there. Oh, wait, wrong team again. Me there strolls in for a cap. Very typical. Headshot now out. I-tag coming in with a rolling bomb. Dokugan, make use of that, mate.
There's that power up, mate.
Good man. Glad you got that one.
Oh, and he used it to grab, but he's going to get shut down. Monty
Anyway.
with the valiant attempt. But score is 0-3 with 4 minutes gone, roughly. And, it's interesting to me the way Jay is using these boosts to get grabs. He's not so much committing to like, oh,
What is that?
he's just
What are you
shut me
doing?
up there with a really lovely play around the defenders.
Ah, just the OD is non-existent. Monty just
No.
rushes out of base and doesn't just rush to cover. He rushes like 3 or 4 tiles out. If you go and
Just
watch that
ruffles the
back.
space, doesn't
Oh, mate.
he? Okay, he's more solid there, but does just a wayward grab. Anyway, as I was saying, the way Jay uses the boost to get grabs here is he's not necessarily going to boost straight on and commit, and he's just shut me up again with another cap. 0-5 is the score. He doesn't use the boost to commit and grab straight on and, perhaps risk flacciding. He's going to use them to just build up a bit more speed and try to worm his way out from there. And, it's much easier to pull out from a grab doing that. So
Yep,
just
you
so
can
he's
adjust on
always
the fly.
available. He's always a presence on the map. And you see him here just waiting for I-tag. Shut me up again, Jay.
Once again, just the positioning, either it's a lack of communication or a lack of understanding of how to play the game from players on the straight line squad, yet again getting done by the pup timing and not playing OD strong enough. And Headshot and JJo getting beaten to a pulp at the moment by JL. Monty trying something absolutely insane. Doesn't quite get it.
Couldn't be Monty.
Think we could say, we could just record that actually rather than having to say it all the time. Dokugan though.
Look at a button for
Nicely
it.
uses.
Monty going through a ridiculous boost. Doesn't work out for him this time.
JL onto the spike, quick as you like. Trust in I-tag
Oh!
is the mantra on the
Headshot, sick
Flaccid
boost.
trips.
Base the defenders out of base. JJ might be able to buy enough time for the players
And
to
he
get there. What
does,
is
he
Monty doing
does.
down there? His
Well
team is
done.
just OD insufficient at the moment.
Well done from JL and Mihi there to get that cap for I-tag. Vin as well, nice bomb to push Headshot away. Tries to do it all himself. Hits the wrong color. And once again, JL holding. Never mind. Bit of gaming moment there. 3
What-
caps
what we
already
say?
for JL, 2 for I-tag. Nothing.
Oh!
And,
Headshot manages to boost directly onto a spike.
oh, don't know if I-tag meant that, but that's a lovely use of the corner there. 3 caps for him now as well.
Sorry, the
And
stream missed
turning
that
into a-
one. Had some problems.
A bit of a rout. It's all good. I-tag got in against what you'd expect would be 2 OD. Turned out to be 0 OD. They were there. They were just non-existent. I-tag and JL now combining with a very dangerous combination. Loses 1 layer protection. JL is 2nd layer.
Just ram it in there. Why not?
And it is 8 now. 4 for I-tag, 3 for J. Plenty of hold on the Flaccid Trips team. You can see how much Straight Line Squad have been put on the back foot just by the hold stat alone. We're looking at a couple of minutes each for the offenders on Flaccid Trips, and everyone's struggling on Straight Line Squad to even get out of base, let alone hold the flag when they do. JJo, can he be the man to spark some? Maybe he can. He's out ahead of 2. And Headshot closing down on JL.
Breathe some sort of
JJ.
life into this team, please, JJ.
JJo needs to be the man on ball here, and yeah, there you go. As soon as you get involved with other teammates, that's the sort of stuff that happens. JL going for the immense.
Going for the immense. I like
Eddie.
that.
Baiting the boost away. JL and Mihi there still in position. That's something that Straight Line Squad's never seen. It's a bit of contain. Well done there from JL and me here, and 9 is the score now. We're looking at double figures potentially. They've got 2.5 minutes. You'd be a very foolish man to bet against it at this stage.
No, this one is, I'm going to call it signed, sealed, delivered. The pup control has been so strong from these guys.
Monty,
That's the big factor for me.
lovely little
There's
out from
those
him.
catch-up boosts coming into effect. Vin does spike himself, and he's past me here. Just Jay on the bomb. Works his way under. Oh! I-tag. Solid as ever.
And just as we all expected, that opportunity turns into a cap for JL. Never mind. I was trying to call it early. Headshot though, with a bit of a weak man's grab there. Been solid on ante. Headshot didn't pull off. Now they can contest the pups. They got good position on both, and they do win 2 Duke Juices. So here we go. The pup control you just mentioned. 3 pups in the last 8 minutes, and they've won 2 here on this round. And they're putting it to great use as Mihi there strolls in for the 10th cap. As I said, wrong colors again. My apologies.
Oh, headshot. Okay. Great time for a kiss there from Monty. A rare thing from him, but his team was putridly out of position. So good on him. And Headshot's found a cheeky little grab rolling off the... Oh, and he's around me here again. Straight on was the go,
Jay.
but... There's that OD from Jay. Finds himself a grab. JJ and Monty kind of left with their dick in their hands.
That would probably be a cap if they can block top here.
Easy as you like. Pass 4. This one hurts.
Yeah. I mean, even when straight line squad have half a chance, turns out into a cap for Flaccid Trips. So that really explains it all. iTag, this is probably the best chance they've had. Monty around on the steps, but iTag doing his best JL impression. Great stuff there on OD.
Okay,
and they win double pups again.
Second time in a row, yeah. Perhaps a live adjustment these guys have made is just contesting those power ups, because it's been disturbing so far how they have lost it.
The last time they won 2 pups, they conceded 2 caps off the back of it. This time they finally do break the deadlock, if the deadlock was starting at 11-0, because it's now 1 cap for straight line squad. Dokugan blaming the map and/or map maker.
Still feeling resentment for last season, perhaps. Okay, just kidding. Money, love ya. That's comforting.
Looking inwards is a great quality there from Dokugan. Well done, mate.
Yeah, it's looking like these guys have maybe checked out from this game. There's, they're just typing up a storm in the team chat. Not really focusing on what's going on. But, I mean, look at that. 6 caps for iTag. Trying to make a case for himself as 10-0 this week.
Monty raises a good point there. Is 11-1 enough to overcome the blue side advantage? Every map is, of course, blue-sided, just by virtue of red team being suckers. So, yeah, if you look it up, it's actually red side advantage. So, really, you want to really look at the numbers. It's very unfortunate for straight line squad, because the win was going with them there. So, next half will be even tougher. But no, look, I think we can, as you said, sign, seal, delivered. Write this one down the books already. 11-1. I don't see the Flaccid Trips sacking 10 here, but watch nonetheless, because the boys are putting on a clinic. Well, yeah, we have to, legally. It's part of our contract. But the rest of you...
Read a book, whatever. Watch the paint dry. Sorry, just fixing my good old scoreboards again. I don't know what's going on with these. Okay, having some scene problems, unfortunately. No, yeah, not much to provide there in terms of analysis. It was just a brutal display from the Flaccid Trips, controlling the map effortlessly and easily, getting out of base whenever they choose. And, we're going to get in for the final half here. Second half of bench press.
Yeah, Max brings up a point in chat there. I don't think if you put in a full minors squad that straight line squad brings us back. And I'd have to go one further and say that the way that they've been playing, they'd struggle to make across the map with no one on the other team at this rate and get 10 caps in 10 minutes. I mean, there's just a lack of grabbing. There's a lack of defense. There's not too many qualities. We praise them the first half on Jardim for playing really well, but unfortunately there's not much positive to speak about at the moment for straight line squad.
I really do wonder how the matchup of straight line squad versus the bye would go. If the lineup of Monty versus no one, like who's he going to boost block?
Exactly.
How are they going to find the opportunities?
He will be boosting backwards. We do know that. Perhaps hitting some teammates and delaying the potential caps they could be getting.
Lots of question marks for me. And yeah, while we were chatting shit, then Jay found himself in pretty easy cap, boosting out of base.
Speaking of. No.
Okay.
Oh, he added.
Headshot was fully prepared for Dokugan to make that error. Gets his way around the other side.
Love to see some gentleman's decorum there from Jay and not take the easy cap. iTag now needs to go back for a grab. No, he doesn't. Vin was there in place, which means they'll split the pups 1-1 in the end. iTag would do well to run into the bottom right. Never mind. Monty going back for anti-re with the tag pro. And finding one of the most impossible angles from the bomb onto the two sets of spikes that have literally nothing to do with that path at all, I imagine. We do have the map maker here with us right now. We can ask him some questions
I have
regarding
never,
the design.
ever seen that or thought of that.
That's a real Audacity moment there. It does happen on Audacity every now and then. Very, very unlikely. Even more unlikely here when you've got absolutely no pressure on you and you have the tag pro, and for some reason you're playing anti-re, and Jay sneaks that one through Dokugan asleep at the wheel. Not that Doku could have done much about it with his team falling apart beside him. Speaking of falling apart beside him, J-Jo has really suffered from his teammates here, but he's putting on a bit of a clinic in debut.
There he is, baby.
Major seasons. Lovely stuff.
And headshots out. He passed two, but he rolls off the wall terribly. Okay, Dokugan has said the map is really great, to be honest. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that, even if you're playing badly.
Should probably be focusing on winning the game or putting up a performance rather than typing in team chat, unfortunately.
It's a double tag pro curse coming through there.
He has called it as well, has Dokugan.
Oh,
and it's happening, it's happening! It's not happening. JL's going to come in.
J-Jo, he's here, don't worry. There he is.
J-Jo, star of the show thus far.
Oh.
Monty, not able to
It's a classic matchup, iTag and Headshot. And I feel like iTag's gotten the better of Mr. Shot this game.
Yeah, as long as you
Must be
discount
so.
finals. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
Okay. Go easy.
sorry.
What are you talking about today?
As you were. Vin and me here been quite solid. Not tested, obviously, but been quite solid thus far. Clearly, not much has been practiced over on the offensive straight line squad side.
No.
Because JL and iTag are hitting combos and getting great teamwork going. Vin needs to stack against his tag pro. JL just going to play it slow. iTag does have the RB on re. Jay finds a spike there.
Yeah, not really much to report for me on the defensive side of Flaccid Trips. I feel like they've played pretty well, but you know, would they have the same kind of performance against a real viable offense? Because you know, Dokugano, he's a good player, but you know, he's never played O before, and it's kind of showing in this match.
Is this a deliberate swap, Dokugano, or are we just lucky enough to see it twice in a row? Me here, there, gonna get blocked out there surely by the massive J-Jo. The comeback is on, boys. There's a cap in it.
I know they were talking about making
11,
that a permanent position for J-Jo earlier in the season. Sorry, Dokugan, who is out right now. iTag,
Bomb needs to
to
go
do it
early.
all. Well done. Solo indeed.
Needed the bomb early, did straight line squad. Dokugan run around a little bit, gets the return in the end. Had
Perhaps
positioning there.
pocket full of posies.
J-Jo staying alive against the tag pro lead. Headshot and Dokugan have one of their own. Once again, we get to see this counter matchup. Hard enough to tag JL at the best of times.
And when he's got Vin leading him, I mean, come on. What are we doing here?
Yeah, once again, both tag pros expire. Nothing doing. Bit of a stalemate at the moment. Now we get to see the true holding abilities of JL, I suppose. Now I was going to say Dokugan, but that ended real quick. So JL gets to hold the flag for a little bit longer. J-Jo bringing the flag back to base. A real pub moment there. But does get out. Finds quite the line.
It's a bit Copper and Iron-esque in that sense. There are lots of boosts that take you through the whole map, as Monty is trying to demonstrate right now, and will allow iTag to walk that one in.
It's just abysmal sometimes.
It's hard to watch.
Both RBs splitting 1-1. Monty and me here there. Who would you prefer on the flag with an RB here out of these two? These two fellas.
I'm Monty.
You would.
Sorry to say.
Yeah.
Oh, well done for me here though, in fairness. Okay. Lackluster holds from both, must be said.
They're both defenders.
Yeah.
JL and Doku, the two stars on offense, surely. Not much happening. Bit of a lull, if you will.
Just a hold for hold. Chance for both teams to take a breath, kind of get a gauge of what's going on the map at the moment. Yeah, it's honestly, the straight line squad have improved in the last few minutes. You know, maybe Flaccid Trips have taken their feet off the pedal, but
Speaking
it's
of, they've decided to play with
close call
3.
there.
Check the handicap.
if if that's deliberate, I'll be unimpressed. But it
If it's
appears that
deliberate, I'll be incredibly impressed.
it
The
appears
call came out
iTag has
to
lost
swap a
some into
minors
it.
team in. I dare say we could lose Vin or me here at the moment, and the score probably wouldn't change very much by the end of the game. Doku, though, coming in against just Vin now is out. So there was no one ahead. Vin gets the grab and buys plenty of time. Shades of Season 6 Vin sanity here with the Jukes. He's going for the splits. See plenty of those.
JJ, there was a moment, the bit of copium coming through. He was trying to keep leading Doku despite the tag pro running out. Not really able to make anything happen, though Doku is doing laps nicely. Yeah, of course.
We've all been there.
Just trying to make something happen. With 3 minutes left, it's a 12 cap lead, and El Fitzo, I'm calling it there.
Are you really? You
That's
sure?
the moment.
Look at this.
Oh! Doku, solo shutdown.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the bait.
Oh,
Look at the bait. Oh, please tell me.
this is contender for longest boat of the season.
Please tell me.
Right here.
Oh.
Me here, there. Thank God he got the Duke juice. Because
I
he
do
wouldn't
hope
be
that
able to
is the
flash it
longest.
without it.
I
It
do
really
hope that
could
is
be.
the longest boat of the season. If there's any boat longer than that, it's a disgrace. Unless it's against, the straight line squad again in the future. JJo
Oh!
managed to get there. Me here, their spawn was A1 though, and JL will sneak that cap in.
Probably did all he could there, JJ. So, yeah, as he said in chat just then, me here, they're spawn cheating. Oh, Doku. If he did that on my team, he would have been instantly kicked. Allows Vinsanity through for another quick cap, and the score is 17-4 now.
JJo the master. Can't escape.
29 caps this week, so...
Oh! Oh! I'd pick me here there every day at the moment. Look at him, he
Every
boosts
day,
on, mate.
go low, do something, me here. What are you doing?
That's a defender.
I feel like after you make a play like that, what are you really gonna screw up like that and not honor all the hard work you've put in to get up to that point?
He's in awe of himself,
It's
mate.
just-
That's what's wrong.
It's embarrassing.
And the game's really opened up here. Vin using his RB early, I presume. Does it if it expires, does it go off or does it just
No,
expire?
it doesn't. It just expires.
Yeah,
And,
okay, so he did use it a bit early. Maybe
Australians
he
have...
thought it was running out there.
Oh, headshot! Clever blocks from Dokugan and Monty mean he's able to get out there in an impossible situation. He's trying to put the moves on JL and iTag, which is going to be a little tougher.
And Vin with some very inventive anti-re there on Monty. Playing anti-re the way Monty would play anti-re, by taking a couple of boosts either way and getting him in the end.
Out Montying Monty.
Yeah, maybe the success of the anti-re by default makes it not a Monty anti-re. But JJo now strolling out of base, me here there, nowhere to be seen. Unfortunately, as soon as you see JL on your screen, you are... Well, I was going to say a word, but it's a bit of a naughty word. I don't know the decorum on this stream. Dokugan, though. Hits a tile.
Run into him, Monty. Run into him. No.
Yep.
Okay.
Love that. iTag doesn't even need the boost.
Yep.
Very good. 19. Can we get to 20? I mean, that is a real question on everyone's lips at the moment. Monty might get us to 5, though. Vin hits the boost from behind. iTag might have been there in place. So 20 seconds here. JL has been forced onto offense. Probably the best thing for us. iTag now ahead of all. Can they rush this return? Me here there's coming back to play anti-re. They want the 20th. They want the 20th. Is Headshot going to give it to him? iTag dies. Headshot did die, but they get iTag first.
Not this time.
Well done.
Not this time.
Well done to the Flaccid Trips. Straight line squad did bring it back a little bit. Some moments. Not many moments, but some moments.
Yeah. They had their fair share of fancy plays, but nothing cohesive enough to string together for any sort of strong map presence, for any sort of series of grabs and caps, any pup control really. So well played to them, a team that's been fucked around for sure the last few days with a lot going on behind the scenes, but ultimately just outclassed by a really strong team in Flaccid Trips.
exhibition match. Join us next week for whenever OLTP starts. Look forward to that.
Yeah. Real season starts next week. This has just been practice. Okay, well, thank you all very much for tuning in. It's 2-0 to the Flaccid trips for this week.
Very good.
That's where we'll wrap it up. So, cheerio.
Thanks, guys. Brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth.